Is there more to the ring than I'm...
And partner, 1883.
Right, is that it?
To my friend, Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my
Okay, I just needed to look all the way around the ring. His archive. Interrogate suspect. Okay. Dialogue, search, archives. So, are my archives at home? Investigate the murder. John Nelligan seems not to be a usual thief. This is... what is his role in that? It has to be to protect somebody, right? Has to be to protect someone. Right, let's investigate him again. Can I open the door, please? Nelligan, I can investigate him again. Sweet. The gold ring.
The
What's
police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Oh. It has always belonged to me. Ring's engraved. It's engraved.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner. So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
Oh boy. Father's jacket, profile of the victim, well-kept garden, rings engraving. Tobacco pouch. How are these significant to anything else? Father's jacket. Let's go. Oh wait, no, I pressed the wrong thing. Uh-oh. Select the correct answer. Okay.
The ring is mine.
Q. Could he be the gardener? I doubt it. Let's go tobacco. Oh. Okay. I'm losing
So,
the ring is mine.
I'm not putting two and two together here. Go father's jacket? Okay.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan.
Ouch.
Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else. Most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless,
Gosh,
Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Rough. Rough childhood.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
There's nothing else to talk to him about.
I've done nothing wrong.
So it was his dad's ring. Why is that significant? I don't know. Right, so where to now? Do I go B? Let's go B. Look at the clues. Non-smoker, breaking attempts, no gardener, missing tin box. So what do I do now? I guess I go back to Baker Street and I look at the archives? Possibly? I think that's the only next step there is. It really bothers me that the stump of that pipe doesn't sit in his mouth properly. Where are my archives? Are they over here? No?
My analysis table. It is useful for my...
Let's talk to Watson.
You caught someone. At least now you have a suspect.
Can I look at the telescope? Telescope. Uh-oh. Okay. Did not expect that.
Brave
Hello, Toby.
The best nose in the British Empire.
Let me see. Are they in this room somewhere or no? There's a bunch of things over here. Ah, Dawson. There we go. Newspapers. First Select Railways, bankruptcy, 1983. It must be...
That is not the one I need.
Oh, wait. Dawson, and there we go. If I just read through the whole thing. Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund bankrupt. Nelligan missing. The Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund, a regional banking institution based in Cornwall, has declared bankruptcy as a result of heavy losses in its loan portfolio and has accordingly been assigned for liquidation. It was the 23rd largest bank in Britain and its bankruptcy, bleh, if I can read right, its bankruptcy was the second largest on record. The liquidation of the company is a pure catastrophe for many Cornwall families. Joshua Nelligan, one of the bankers, has since mysteriously disappeared. He was last seen aboard his yacht preparing for departure to Norway. Nelligan is wanted both by the police and his creditors.
Here
Wow.
it is. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
Crazy. Okay. Right, well then let's go back to Scotland Yard. And... try and investigate him again, I guess. Let's continue. I think I'm gonna want to put it back to the other screen, but I don't know how... Oh, there we go. I think I prefer this. I prefer the way this looks. Here we go. Can't have been money. Dawson and Nelligan.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes. Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family.
Dang.
My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Wow.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress.
It's quite sad.
Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Right, so... Peter Carey. Joshua Nelligan seems not to be a usual thief. Oh, John, not Joshua. Ship's log for the year 1883 might put some light on the connection between Peter Carey and Nelligan's father. Right, that would make sense. Did he... I mean, was he the reason that his father died? Why am I running over here when I can just use this? Let's go back to Woodman's Lee. He had a journal, right? I'm not crazy. Oh, I guess we need to find the box. Maybe. Let's go over here. Ship's logs.
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
Let's see. Peter Carey, Master. Charles Allison, Henry Rowe, James Lancaster, blah 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 blah. Where is he? Will Wright, Benjamin, Thomas Lawrence, Henry Shippard. He's not there. Did I miss him? Nelligan. Benjamin. There's no Nelligan here.
Log notes
June.
for June. Nothing unusual.
Okay.
Log notes for July. Nothing special.
Okay, let's go to
Log notes
August
for
then.
August.
Oh.
These pages have been torn away. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR, a torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
Okay. Right, well let's try and find them then. Find a piece of stock. Canadian Pacific Railway was found in the Sea Unicorn ship log. CPR. Wiggins might help to find the crew of the Sea Unicorn. He should be somewhere at Baker Street. Okay. Boop. Let's go back to Baker Street. Wiggins. Find the crew of the Sea Unicorn. Sounds good. Continue. It's really interesting so far.
Something
I like
new,
this
Watson.
game.
I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they are still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang.
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Okay. So I just yell downstairs.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
Oh.
At your
just
service,
know.
Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Okay.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Dang. Okay.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Is he gonna do something to Nelligan? Nelligan. Before we get all of our information. This is interesting. Oh, continue. Is that Lestrade right there? Who is that?
Mr. Holmes,
Here we
I'm
go.
glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect,
Oh.
Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Huh.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes, he refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Oh
wonder
yes, and
how.
one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. If you would like to see more content, I stream every Tuesday and Thursday. Come let me know what you thought of the video. Anyways, that's all from me. I'll see you next time. Ta-ta for now.